Check 1, 2. Check it in. Check, 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 check. Woo! Ow! Yeah! Whoa! Whoa! How's it going, guys? Oh no, it's on repeat. Okay, let's keep it going. Ba ba ba. Ba ba ba. Okay, enough of that. Anyway, welcome to the stream. It's a live shorts bullshit. And what I do is I review your shorts live. That's what I do. So, if you're down for that, then I'd recommend continuing to watch. If you want to submit your short for live review, then just look in the description or look at the thumbnail. Go to shorts.reviews and submit your short. I had an issue where I forgot to delete the form from yesterday, so I have to go through this just to get the people that submitted for today, at least like the first 15 of them or so. So I might be a little slower, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, I got some good news. But first, let me show you this thing. Look at this. I found this in my Pepsi. Look, it's closed. But it's also, do you hear that? There's no sloshing. It's like completely full. I mean, it feels like the weight of a regular Pepsi, but there's no like air in it. Yeah, that's fucking crazy, right? Anyway, I don't know what to do with it, but I am afraid to open it. So, yeah. I guess we can just go ahead and get started. I pissed off a lot of people yesterday, so I guess we'll see how many people I piss off today. There are certain rules in this live stream. I don't review people that we consider slop. And if you're curious what slop is, I'll show you a little later. We'll get into it. But for now, just if you use footage that you don't have permission to use, I won't help you there. All right, let's get to it. Number 1. Let's bring this up. We have to go through this old form, so Jace. No, Jace isn't the first one. Let's bring this one up. Oh, they put a bunch of shorts, so let's just roll with it and see how this goes. Number 1.
France once sold a city for $1.
Will, you have to let me know if it sounds okay or not. Did it freeze? I'm not seeing any frozenness. Nope. I can see me live, so I'm good. Anyway, Will, let me know if the audio is all fucked up or not.
Actually, they sold half a continent. In 1803, Napoleon owned Louisiana.
Okay, first thing, and I think you might have submitted in the Discord. For those that aren't in the Discord, you can get free advice and stuff. I mean, this is free advice too, but you can get 24/7 advice, not just from me, but from the community that basically speaks for me. People like Derek, Will, Hobby Genix, Road Reality. They all know what I would say. And so I think that whoever this is, might have submitted earlier and they kind of told you the same stuff. But basically, if everything is AI, then you're not really doing anything that anybody else can't do, right? I said you should raise the bar. Actually, somebody put a GIF in there that I thought was pretty funny. But I don't know where it was. The GIF is worth looking for, though. It's somewhere in there. Well, damn, now I kind of want to see the GIF. I liked the raise the bar GIF. I'm going to be sad if I waste all this time and I don't find it. Link share? Oh, come on. Video feedback. There it is. Yeah, that's a nice GIF. I like that. Yeah, so I got to show you what's going on. But yeah, This is this is the raise the bar gif that Hobbygenix put in there. Anyway, so seeing this, I hear an AI voice, I see AI. I'm not seeing something that like is super great, and if I'm being honest, I'm not going to listen to this because I don't believe it. I don't think that this is valid to teach me anything because it doesn't seem like any effort went into it, right? And I'm sorry, that's not like nice to say, but it does seem like I'm not saying you didn't put time into your prompts or whatever. I'm just saying it's bad content. Like that's just how I feel. Oh, I did say there was good news earlier. The good news is that I set a timer on the eye line that turns off, so it won't be it won't be on the whole time like yesterday's stream. So it's got a 30-second timer that'll kick it off if I happen to leave it up. Anyway, let's just continue here. Maybe something turns this around, but I'm not so sure.
France once sold a city for $1.
It is a really interesting piece of history. If it's true, I don't know for sure.
Actually, they sold half a continent.
Well, now I feel like you lied.
In 1803, Napoleon owned Louisiana, a land so big it doubled the size of America. But war was draining France dry.
Yeah. My advice would to be actual like show shit from history if you're trying to teach me something. Like there's a channel called Founders, and when he talks about the founders, he doesn't show AI stuff of them. He shows like books that they wrote, actual pictures of them, that sort of thing. If we're diving into history, you got to show me some historical shit. Otherwise, I'm not going to buy into it. Okay, let's move on. I know I'm going to have a ton to get through, so hopefully that helped you a little bit. Look for the actual historical artifacts and items and that sort of stuff. The voice alone isn't that much of a turnoff. It's the combination of everything AI that makes it slop to me. Okay, let's move on. Jace.
Ooh.
Okay. It's funny to say that the thing that we just saw was slop, in my opinion, and then you see something like this that is clear. Jace, you're clearly young, so I'm not picking on you, but the stuff you make is something a young person would make, but it's original to me, which is like not slop. Like it doesn't fall into the same category. And like slop can be negative. I mean, it sort of is, but like really what I'm trying to do is get creators to be creative here. And I mean, there are other gurus that will be okay with what you did, the history guy, but it's just not my thing. Splatoon comic, opening a pickle jar, be like Splatoon. I thought that said fart. Fan art, okay.
Pickles.
Open!
Phew. Challenge accepted. Karate.
Okay, this might be the favorite thing that I've seen you make. What I would do, first of all, I think it's interesting that you're showing different pictures like it's your own comic. The opening the pickle jar be like thing at the top, I don't like that it's so decorated, right? When we're talking, when I talk about triple hooks, I always say do a visual, an audio, and a caption. This isn't a caption. It doesn't feel or look like a caption. It looks like a title, like a headline or something like that. So I would simplify it by just throwing it on like a caption, but make it disappear after a while. And then for your comics, I would actually like do a few zoom in, like keyframe the actual picture, right? Zoom in on the things that matter instead of just cutting 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay. Hopefully that helps you. I'd like to see more. Moving on to this one, interesting. This person, they have permission from the creator. Well, yeah, Hunter, you said, please don't skip me for the third time. I'm seeing your messages being deleted constantly. I see you a lot commenting on my shit. I'm sorry. But what do you want me to say? This is a fan channel. Go ask him what he thinks. I'm not going to be able to help you improve what will make him happy. It seems like all you got to do is look at other fan channels and copy what they do, I guess. This is just not something that I help, dude. So sorry if you feel skipped for the third time, but I'd recommend the next thing that you submit not make it from that channel. I'm sorry. Moving on to last.
I heard desperate cries.
Let's continue. Sorry.
Tiny wolf pup trapped in raging floodwaters, drowning, shivering, alone.
So it's AI, baby wolf in a flood.
I heard desperate cries. A tiny wolf pup trapped in raging floodwaters.
It sounds like a real voice, like you're doing, like you're, it sounds like you're, a voice actor. I've just never heard an AI voice like that. Now, see, what's confusing to me, what's catching me here is since everything else, like since the visuals are AI, I'm expecting it to be just as lazy as other AI content. And so I don't know what I would improve is using actual footage that you have or you have permission to use or show images. Like you're telling this story as if it's first person, which makes it not true. Right? It's not something that people are really, people won't latch onto it, right? Especially because it's obviously fake. It's not a real video. So when you say, I saved a baby wolf, no, you fucking didn't. Clearly you didn't, right? What I would do instead is use if that is your voice, use that to tell real stories. Like dive into the storytelling aspect that we have in the Discord, because we all love to tell stories and we all get better at it as we go. But yeah, something like this I just don't think is going to catch on with many people because it's not believable when you show what you're showing. Okay. And if it is a true story, if you're like saying, if you tell me, well, John, I got this story from somebody off Reddit or whatever, and I took creative permissions to adjust it or whatever to tell it, that's fine, but then the visuals you show decredit it. It makes it not credible, right? So that's the way I feel about that. So you say, why am I sticking to 1 to 2K views? I'm gonna assume that that's why. As soon as I see it, I'm like, I'm not interested in this. This is clearly not anything real. So however you want to take that, it is up to you, man. I'm sorry if it's a little disappointing. MK27 Hobbies. This currently is the simplified format that I've been working on for main sets. Another day, another pack. Oh, okay. All right, let's take a look. See what you got.
Cash or will it be trash?
The Office.
Sorry, one sec. I accidentally clicked it away. Wait, that's not you. One sec.
Cash or
dude, this is very confusing. I don't know how to show it. But when I hover over it, it shows like Rihanna or something. Or I don't know who it is, but it shows a stand-up comedian. So like that was very confusing. That's why I'm like, what the hell is this? All right, cash or trash?
Or will it be trash? Currently at $75 a pack.
Okay, it's a lot more simplified. I like this.
Cash or will it be trash? Currently cash or will
when you say cash or will it be trash, it's almost like either add the will it be in the beginning or get rid of the second will it be. Will it be? You know what I mean? Cash or trash. Because it's like an incomplete sentence either way.
Will it be trash? Currently at $75 a pack.
Okay. Okay. I was catching up to the fucking chat. There's a lot going on there. All right.
You serious?
All right. So,
You serious?
I think it's just a really long meme.
a pack.
You serious?
A sleeve blister
5 seconds of that is not worth keeping.
pack of Awakening of a New Era. This was released in 2023 and was the set to celebrate the first year anniversary of the One Piece card game. Absolutely a crazy set.
Okay. I don't know if this is going to work for you, but just knowing what I know about shorts, get to the fucking opening. As soon as, like, as fast as you can, get to the part where you're opening and showing, like, how much it costs. That's what people care about. That's what I care about coming in. Dude, I had this conversation with Dan last night. He's got a channel, it's a gaming channel, and he was pitching ideas to me, and he was asking me, how can I make it the widely appealing? He didn't ask that, but that's what we were talking about. How do you take this thing that currently gets 30 to 50,000 views, how do you make it get 1 million views? And I told him, because he has one, and I said the reason that this appealed to millions of people is because it wasn't about the game specifically. It was a topic that was really interesting even to me, and I don't play the game that you play. And so I kept having to, he would pitch me a new idea, and I kept having to reframe this idea that would apply to more people. If 1 billion people could be interested in it, then it can get 1 million views. That's what I said. So the stuff that you're saying about this specific One Piece game, 1 billion people are not going to be interested in it. But what 1 billion people will be interested in is what this fucking thing costs. How much money did you make? That's all we care about. Right? That's all I care about. I don't care about opening cards, but I do care about how much money you made, because then it makes me think, oh, maybe I could get into that, right? So you're going to appeal up to 50,000 people if you stick with explaining all this stuff that's very intricate to your niche. But if you want a wider appeal, you need to dumb it down and appeal to the lizard brains in us, okay? So what I would do is I would just skip all that shit that you just said right there and cut it to the point where, cut it to the interesting part, where people are skipping to. When I see a price like this, it sets off these like dopamine bells in my head. And so once you get to the point where you're showing it 5 cents, 10 cents, whatever, dude, it's a game for me. Now I'm having fun watching you. But when you're explaining all this shit, I'm bored, dude. So bored. So it's not boring to the people that care about what you care about, but it's entertaining to everybody when you skip it. That's what I got to say about that. So, keep simplifying. Let's move on to this one. Looks like a crochet.
This is my mannequin
Awesome.
head. This is a hat I crocheted.
Holy
Notice
shit.
how this is my mannequin head. This is a hat I crocheted. Notice how the hat doesn't fit on the head. I promise you, it's not the hat's fault. It's the head's fault. See, it fits me just fine. So essentially, I need a bigger mannequin head. So I bought this one. Let's open it up. This one doesn't have a face, but that's okay. Let's take my hat, put it on. See how much better that fits? Now, when I'm taking my product photos, my hat will not be falling off of my subject. This is my mannequin head. This is a hat.
All right. This is great content. It's bad storytelling. All right. But this can be fixed. And honestly, you could actually redo this exact one and probably get a whole lot more views. This says 172,000 views, so it probably got a good million, right? 5 million views. All right, so here's how I would improve this. Instead of you starting the way that you did, and like I'm in a danger zone right now because I'm picking apart something that got 5 million views, but I've also gotten much more views than that doing what I'm about to tell you. So your problem that you
See how much better that fits? Making my product photos, my hat will not be falling off.
Okay, so how you show it kept falling off, that is what you should have shown at the beginning to make the obstacle very, very clear. Here's the problem that I'm having. But then I ordered this thing, and you show it coming in the box, okay? Now, there's something special about boxes. And I explained this, Matt Miller, if you're here, you know what I'm about to say. When you bring a box into the image, into the screen, into the camera view, people want to know what's in that fucking box, and they will stay until you open that goddamn box. So I'd recommend you, like, okay, here is the problem I'm having, and it keeps falling off. So what I did was I had to order a new head. All the stuff you say, it's charming when you say it's not the head's fault and stuff like that. And if it can be shoehorned in while you're explaining like the bare bones of the story, then I say go for it. Otherwise, skip it. So you start off, here is the problem I'm having. So I ordered a new head, or here's the problem I'm having, but it's not the head's fault, or it's not the hat's fault. You could say something like that. Hold on. Let me rewatch it and I'll try to help write this story out.
This is my mannequin head. This is a hat I crocheted. Notice how the hat
So this is a mannequin head. This is the hat I crocheted. Two parts that aren't a part of the story, right? So those could be cut.
doesn't fit on the head. I promise you.
Okay, I made this hat, but it doesn't fit on my mannequin head. I made this hat, but it keeps falling off my mannequin head. My mannequin heads keep staring at me while I sleep.
It's not the hat's fault. It's the head's fault. See, it fits me just fine. So essentially, I need a bigger mannequin head.
Yeah. So, showing, not telling is super important. When you showed that you flipped that thing upside down and it fell off, that's when I'm like, dude, that should have been shown at the beginning. You brought it in with a bag. Like I said, a box would be good, especially if you can have a POV shot. Like when I use these glasses to do that. I've got like a little camera in here. But if you don't, you could just get like one of these. One sec. I got something to show you. But first, enjoy me dancing. And I actually found this finally. Okay, so this thing here is, it like goes around your neck, and this might not apply to you, but I bring this stuff up to help anybody that does shorts. But it like clips like this, and where is it? And then you can, wherever the fuck my phone is, I don't know where my phone is, but you can like clip your phone in here, and then it gives you like a POV shot of whatever you're doing. Oh, there's my phone. Like that. And so I would be opening the box and filming whatever, and have this flipped around so I could actually see it. But people love that POV shot, and so that's what I would have done. And as soon as you open it, then you show the bigger mannequin head, and you show the resolve, which is the hat fits. And I would say it could probably be 20-second story, and it probably would have done maybe 20 million or 15 million, something like that. I say that as like these are the best practices for storytelling. That said, you might have hit like a really interesting niche area where people find you especially charming. By the way, when I say this, people don't get your hopes up, okay? But Olivia might have done something that we all strive to do, which is to become the niche ourselves. And if you go and you look at somebody like Charlie, Moist Critical, he is the niche. Anybody will watch anything he talks about because he's Charlie, right? But we all have to start somewhere. Olivia started with crocheting. Maybe she's entering that part where people will watch her because she's charming instead of the crocheting. But yeah, so that could be a situation that's going on here. But as far as I know, with storytelling, what I said could really help you out. And maybe just try it again or try another version. But yeah, show the obstacle up front and show the thing that you need to solve. And at the end, you solve it. Okay. All right, I gave a lot of time to that one. So let's move on to Levi. Levi, one of my top students.
The office set a trap.
By the way, anybody that wants to know what my students do, there's a link to a course in the bottom. It's a 3D thing if you're into 3D animation. Okay.
For the new hire, which led the office set a trap for the new hire, which led to a shocking discovery. The new hire refused to. The office set a trap for the new hire, which led to a shocking discovery. The new hire refused to clean his own coffee mug. No big deal, he said. Someone else will do it. Everyone went along with it because he was the boss's nephew and no one wanted to get in trouble. One day the janitor shrugged. I'll handle it. He took the mug to the bathroom. and cleaned it with toilet water. Later, the new hire took a sip and instantly threw up. Everyone laughed and thanked the janitor for getting back at him. The janitor looked confused. "I don't get it," he said. "That's the best way to clean all of your left-out dishes. The water pressure's stronger than the sink." The office
Okay. Storytelling on this got really convoluted. As always, I love the visuals. They're always amazing. First, people relate to the people that are pissed off that the guy doesn't wash his dishes, which I would have started with, right? Let me back up to the hook of the story.
set a trap for the new hire,
They set a trap for the new hire. That's the second thing you should say.
which led to a shocking discovery.
That shouldn't be a part of it at all, because the shocking discovery that everybody gets their dishes washed with the toilet or whatever that was, that's your additional twist on top. Like, that's the 1-2 punch at the end. Not all stories have it, but it's great when there's an extra joke at the end. So just leave it there, right? Just leave it as like, oh my God, I can't believe that happened. I thought the story was over and then this, right? Just don't make it a part of the story. Make it a surprise at the end.
The new hire refused to clean his own coffee mug.
Is the new hire part important?
No big deal, he said. Someone else will do it.
This stuff that somebody else would do it, like, this stuff doesn't belong in the story because you're just prolonging the story, right?
Everyone went along with it because he was the boss's nephew and
Now it's getting confusing.
no one wanted to get in trouble.
Okay. Why is this important? Like, you're just making the story more complicated than it needs to be.
One day, the janitor shrugged.
I mean, I understand why you would do it. You're thinking somebody's going to comment, well, why wouldn't they just tell him to wash his dishes, right? But people are naturally averse to conflict. Like, a lot of people are. And so, like, it just makes sense sometimes that people would just be like, put up with it, right? It's an office setting, so you don't need to come up with a reason why they wouldn't tell him to do his shit. So the new hire details, the nephew details, it's all just extra shit that doesn't belong.
I'll handle it.
Okay, so yeah, you start off with this guy wouldn't watch this guy kept leaving his dirty dishes in the sink. So the office set a trap. One day, blah 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 blah, and then but as soon as he left, but as soon as the coworker was about to wash his dishes, the janitor walks up and said, "Stop, I'll handle it." Right? And so your story just became 8 seconds from whatever it is, 20 seconds, something like that, 21 seconds. Yeah, now it's like 7 to 8 seconds, and we're already to this part. So, like I always say, dude, brevity is your friend.
He took the mug to the bathroom and cleaned it with toilet water.
Okay, now he takes the mug to the bathroom, and then everybody is like confused as hell, right? Don't show what he did. This is like you're revealing too much now, okay? Later, he takes a drink, he pukes, and then they're like, what was that? He's like, well, yeah, and then you continue. I washed his cup in the toilet. And then everybody started laughing. He's like, yeah, that's the best way to wash all your dishes. And then that's the end. Like, that's the extra punchline. So, hopefully that helps, dude. You're getting caught. It's like you're so good at animation, you're getting further away from storytelling. We need to revisit the basics just a little bit. I mean, it's cool. Like, the stuff that you're saying is long form shit, though. So just simplify the story a little bit. Okay. This person put a bunch of Shorts analytics in here. And then they linked me to their Shorts analytics. You know I can't see that, right? This is what it looks like to me. I can't see your Shorts analytics, nor do I think that they matter, because they don't. Shorts analytics are fucking useless, which I'll make a video about eventually. This one, it says where no one's ever... And then it has hashtag Suno music, which is not promising, but we'll see. Never mind. It is original. Let's see.
Hey, what's up? My
My name's Luke, and I just got access to V5. So here's something cool I made.
You got what?
V5. So here's my name's Luke, and I just got access to V5.
XTV5? XTV5. Okay.
So here's something cool I made with it.
It's a long walk and I don't know if I'ma make it. On second thought, I think that I am gonna take it.
Okay, can you clear up what the X to V5 thing is? Whatever that means.
Cause I just know that I'ma go where no one's ever gone before to find the things that I just need to bring the peace and restoration. It's a long walk and I think that I'm gonna take it. On second thought.
This is pretty cool, but why does it say Suno? Made using Suno. So is it like not your music, it's just AI music that you're lip syncing? I need to I kind of need to know.
I don't know if I'ma make it cause I just know that I'ma go where no one's ever.
This is really creative. A lot of it is confusing to me. Sounds like might be version 5 of Suno that he used to make the song. XT5, just Googled it. It's a Fujifilm. Okay. XT5. Oh, okay. XT5. I thought it said X2V5. XT5. Camera. Yeah, but that's not a 3D, that's not a 360 camera. So it doesn't make sense. Like he's using one of those, I forget, the Insta360. I've got one. Hold on. Insta360. Maybe it's like the newest version of that. X5. Okay. Maybe that's it.
Hey, what's up? So here's something cool I made. It's the V5, and I just got access to V5.
Access to V5. Oh, okay. Access to V5. Okay, first recommendation is, yeah, he meant version 5 of Suno. My first recommendation is put some fucking subtitles in there or something. It's just really confusing. Okay, you saw how confused I got. I hope that like shows you, oh shit, I guess I was too close to that project to understand that people couldn't understand what I was saying. And it happens to the best of us. I just got access to Oh yeah, well, now I'm seeing Ken No Cage say that, but it was too late. I already figured it out.
So here's something cool I made with it.
So Suno V5 is that not his voice then? Studio quality songs from Tep with better vocal realism. Yeah, so it's not his voice. All right. That's kind of disappointing. I was like, damn, this dude sounds good, but it's not him. See, that's like, I hate to be like AI hater, but like I respect the video less because of it. Am I crazy? That's just how I naturally feel. I can't, when people say like, well, you liked the song. It's like, well, maybe, like, I think it's fine, but like, it's not something I would have jammed every day. Like here in this situation, I'm helping creators. And so when I find something that's super original, I'm like, okay, cool. But now I realize it's not very original at all because it's AI, which is like, yeah. Anyway, to the video, I think it's really, really cool what you did. If the music thing aside, you're clearly fucking creative and smart. And I only pick up like a little bit of masking in Rotos. Besides like this line down the middle. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe it's a part of the stitching or whatever. But I mean, dude, it is just so clean. Like it is so clean. So what I would have done in the beginning is I would have made it obvious what was about to happen. You pulling this in and setting it down isn't the best hook that you could have gotten out of this. This right here, where you got a shitload of dudes walking in and it's all you, and you start like walking around it, that I would have figured out how to hook. I would have figured out how to make that my visual hook, because people would have stuck around then. But you pulling this in kind of looks like somebody playing with their cell phone outside. And so I probably would have bailed already, just because it's like, all right, I'm getting spun outside. It's probably some kid playing with a phone. All right. And because it's so dark when you go in there. But then the rest, I'm glad I gave it the time. Like, because it's very, very cool. But yeah, anyway, hopefully, yeah, the second guy, all the guys are him. They're all one person. And he did some solid roto work. I would like to know what he used. Like, there's a plugin in Premiere where you can stitch a bunch of shit together and then use it to, like, you can move the camera around again. So I wonder if he used Premiere to stitch that together and then direct the camera afterwards. Anyway, give me just 1 second. Okay, all right, I gotta move on. Hopefully I gave you a little bit of advice. The music thing was a personal, like, it's okay. It's not, it's probably like a sponsorship or something. That's why you made it specifically about Suno. But, yeah, access to V5. Oh, okay, you're here. Dude, I didn't... Dobby, is that it? Is that you? Because this says Luke Farrell, but... Sorry that all I got, maybe Insta360. Maybe it's not you. XT5. Oh, okay, never mind. You were the person helping me out. Sorry, I'm behind here. All right, let's move on. Who else submitted? I used the Orbital. Bro really made me pull out Orbital Strike Cannon. This is really good. It's not my type of content, but this is a perfect example of how a caption is a hook, right? If anything, maybe... I think one of the perfect examples I have is when the caption said, how to know a waiter really loves his job. But the waiter's nowhere to be seen. It's a person in Waffle House, right? And, like, you can see the waiter way over there, but you know something is coming because of that caption. This is the exact same thing. Bro really made me pull out the Orbital Strike Cannon. I don't know what that means, but anybody that, like, is into gaming, I'm thinking it's, like, some sort of gun from space type shit, right? Because that's just what it makes sense. So, if you're into gaming, I'm sure that makes more sense. It makes me think of Final Fantasy. I don't know if there's something in that called whatever. Anyway, so you see that, you read it, you think something's going to happen in this short, and then something does happen. I killed your dog. Oh, okay. Now I get it. I would have zoomed in on that to make it a point like, hey, this guy pissed me off, right? Obviously, I didn't read that the first time, so that would have been something to draw attention to. You did draw attention to it a little bit. I would zoom in more. This is still so tiny, right? But your impulse was correct. Everything you do seems to be on point. Just do it a little bit more. And what else was really smart is they didn't make me read I killed your dog first. They gave me enough time to read the caption first before they popped it up on screen. The Remlick, you have chops. You have chops of a really, really good creator. Oh, 134,000. Duh. Okay. I like when I find something really good and I say it's really good and then it turns out it got like a lot of views. Makes me feel like I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so I don't really have much to say on that. I don't know how you deliver that better except for zooming in on the things that I said to. And when you drop the explosives up top, I would zoom into those two. By then, the caption would be gone, in my opinion. Just like, As soon as this happens, go full screen, right? Just pew, pew. Okay, moving on. What aspect of my video can I improve?
Cyberpunk has
Ba-da-bum, ba-da-ba-dum.
Fallout vaults. Cyberpunk has Fallout vaults. If you go to the south
Nuh-uh, I didn't know that.
edge of the map, you'll find a group who attempted to reenact the apocalypse and lock themselves away in Bunker 101. But what makes this even better is the data log. They decide to do a storyline where they leave the bunker to repair a hydro processor. A nice nod to the original Fallout game. Cyberpunk has
The ending wasn't as awesome as... Hold on. Let me go back. I have good things to say about yours, by the way, but I want to go back because the Rimlick just brought something up. How do I keep getting out of 30k views? My recent vids haven't been doing as well. This isn't something... Dude, I'm going to be honest. I think it's a niche thing right now. Oh shit, I explained this yesterday, but I'll go through it. I'll do a quick recap. So jump back to October, November. YouTube starts doing this. I'll full screen so I can actually talk about it. YouTube starts doing this AI moderation testing, right? And a lot of people get caught in the crossfire. A lot of creators that don't deserve to be removed do get removed. Endermanch is one, if you remember that. But there's a lot of shit going on Twitter, and they're complaining to YouTube. Team YouTube, like, only responds in these, like, canned copy-paste responses because they keep getting millions of people tweeting at them because a lot of them didn't deserve to be removed. But more of them did deserve to be removed. The people that got a lot of attention that didn't deserve to be removed, if you go back to their tweets and look at all the other Me Too's under there, most of those channels got removed, but they did deserve it because they were stealing content, they were uploading AI bullshit, whatever. And I say they deserved it because it was low effort content, and YouTube doesn't want low effort content on their platform. That's just the way it is. Fast forward to December 17th, it happened again, but they're like, every time they do it, they're trying to teach their AI more and more, right? Gemini is learning through these moderation adjustments. They're just, imagine it as simple as they prompted it once in October, it fucked up big time, but they learned. Then they prompted it again in December with a brand new prompt, learning what they learned, and then they're getting rid of more people. And you'll see on Twitter, December 17th, views went down. They didn't kill channels off immediately, but they dropped their views to de-incentivize low-effort content. Some channels got put back to where they get their views back, right? But most channels lost a shitload of views. You can go look at like Linus Tech Tips, vidIQ. My John Scott channel also was in that drop, but then my views returned to normal. And now that I don't upload, they're like back to nothing. But my channel aside, a lot of channels returned, but a lot of channels didn't. And so a lot of the data that I'm collecting from these live streams and from Reddit, people are saying, hey, my views went down on December 16th, 17th, whatever, and they never came back. And I'll say, okay, send me your channel. Most of the time, it's content that they didn't have permission to use, be it Marvel clips or somebody else's content that they just put an AI voiceover over it because they think that's commentary. It's not. And and so they can't get views anymore. Then January 9th, and I don't know how long this has been happening to you, but January 9th was another one where they tried another batch to learn more. So what I'm saying to you is this is temporary. It sucks right now, but you said that your videos just haven't been doing as well as they used to. It's temporary. It's happening to all of us. It's happening to people that don't deserve it for sure, but it's because YouTube is trying this out. And the reason that they're trying a lot of things out about shorts, I don't know what triggered all this, but they realize that shorts are like their future on this platform, which it makes me happy to be shorts guru bullshit guy because I get to help creators actually put substance into the shorts feed. But also, I don't like shorts in general because a lot of it lacks substance and a lot of it is slop and a lot of it is addictive, time-wasting dopamine bullshit. And so YouTube realizes this drug that they have and they're trying to capitalize on it but make it the best possible thing that they can. And in time, they'll get it. And in time, just like they implemented the facial recognition AI moderation thing. They're implementing how to catch everybody that takes content from Marvel or existing IPs. Or I'm also noticing a lot more copyright notifications on my John Scott channel from people that just take my content, because they do that all the time. And it didn't used to be that way. So they are improving these things, but we're all kind of getting shit on during this testing period. But they want the shorts feed to be as good as possible, and for now, it's gonna suck a little bit. So that's the situation. It sucks. It sucks for a lot of us, but just know it sucks for people that really don't deserve views a lot more. So like there's a silver lining here. It's yeah, it sucks for us, but it sucks for them more. Anyway, let me move back to cyber junk here.
As Fallout vaults. If you go to the south edge of the map, you'll find a group who attempted to reenact.
Oh, by the way, Roblox is getting hit hard, I've noticed. A lot of the data that I got from Reddit, I don't know if YouTube is against Roblox. I don't think that, it doesn't make sense that they would be, because a lot of their viewership comes in the form of Roblox. But the audience for Roblox is pretty young, something that YouTube kind of wants a lot of control over. And a lot of it, I don't know. I don't personally care about Roblox, so like it doesn't really bug me. But a lot of people that are reporting their channels to me saying, "Hey, what's going on here?" Roblox channels. It's like 70% Roblox channels. The ones that aren't stealing. Actually, it's like 90% slop, stolen content, clip farm channels, that stuff. But of the 10% that is fine, still Roblox. Okay, let's move back to this.
The apocalypse and lock themselves away in Bunker 101. But what makes...
By the way, I'm not saying Roblox is a dead end or anything. I'm just saying this is going to take time to get things back to normal. Okay. Sorry.
Cyberpunk has Fallout vaults. If you go to the south edge of the map, you'll find a group who attempted to reenact the apocalypse and lock themselves away in Bunker 101. But what makes this even better is the data.
Your captions suck. They're pissing me off, because when you go from yellow to yellow, like you're going to reenact, you want me to read the one single word, leave the one before it yellow and big, right? I mean, don't change the size of it at all, honestly. Just change the color, and the way that it works is the color starts all white, yellow, yellow, yellow. This is all yellow now, right? That's how the captions should work. The reason that the way captions work are popular is because that's what makes them the most effective that they possibly can be. I don't mind your font at all. It looks like Marvin or maybe Riffic, but just keep it, like, simplify it more, right? Just go by color. Don't change previous colors after you go to the next word. It confuses people at that point. So like this. Cyberpunk's fine. Has. Okay, it's fine. Now, if Fallout gets bigger and turns yellow, fine, but it won't.
Fallout.
You changed has back down to white and little, and that is confusing, all right? I wouldn't change the size at all, but yeah, that said, hopefully that makes sense.
Vaults. If you go to the south edge of the map, you'll find a group who attempted to reenact the apocalypse and lock...
You showed the map.
If you go to the...
Yeah, that's good.
South edge of the...
Let me bust out the eye line here.
Map, you'll find a group who attempted to reenact the apocalypse and lock themselves away in Bunker 101. But what makes this even better is the data log. Even better is the data log. They decide to do a storyline where they leave the bunker to repair a hydro processor. A nice nod to the original Fallout game. Cyberpunk.
Okay, yeah, the ending is that font is AI generated. No, it's not. I've used that font before.
Do a storyline.
It looks like it's Marvin or it's Riffic. Oh, font is Bangers. Okay.
Where they leave
the caption not AI generated. Yeah, it's not. It's called Bangers. Okay. I've used it before back when I was working for vidIQ.
Better is the data log. They decide to do a storyline where they...
Yeah, that to do a storyline is just like it's tough to follow.
They decide to do a storyline where they leave the bunker to repair a hydro processor. A nice nod to the original Fallout game. attempted to reenact the apocalypse and locked themselves away in Bunker 101. But what makes this even better is the data log. They decided to do a storyline where they leave the bunker to repair a hydro processor. A nice nod to the original Fallout game. Cyberpunk.
You know, I think everything about this is fine. It's just, it starts out super interesting and ends up not being as interesting. Like, I almost want... I want you to have something to save until the end. So what part of the story can you save? Is Vault 101 a thing in Fallout? Is it the main one, actually? Yeah, okay, Vault 101 is the main one, right? So that makes sense.
Cyberpunk has Fallout vaults. If you go to the south edge of the map, you'll find a group who attempted to reenact the apocalypse and locked themselves away in Bunker 101. But what makes this even better is the data log. They decided to do a storyline where they leave the bunker to repair a hydro processor. A nice...
They decide to do a storyline. Oh.
They decide to do a storyline where they leave the bunker to repair...
You're saying they, like... You're talking about the writers of Cyberpunk, but also the characters.
What makes this even better is the data log. They decide to do a storyline.
They decide to do a storyline as confusing me. Who's doing a storyline?
Where they leave the bunker to repair a hydro processor. A nice nod to the original Fallout game. Signed a group who attempted to reenact the apocalypse and locked themselves away in Bunker 101. But what makes this even better is the data log.
Yeah, anyway, I can't think of what I'm trying to... I can't think of a good ending payoff right now, because there's no payoff in this. But let me give you an example of one. But you're not going to believe what number vault it was, okay? And then don't tell the number until the end. Like, these are the things that are kind of simpler to understand, that people are like, I wonder what it is, and I wonder why that's important. So, yeah, I would have held something back like that, and hopefully that makes sense to you. I think your delivery is really good, and honestly, I'd be curious to see what else you got, because I wouldn't be surprised to see high performers. 196,000.
Am I the only one that didn't know about this?
Nice hook.
Does anyone remember when the Video Game Awards replaced Lee with Samuel L. Jackson?
You crazy?
Lee of what game?
No, I'm Sam Jackson. Come on. Pulp Fiction.
Oh.
Sakes on the Plane.
Telltale. Oh, okay, I see.
I know you know me.
But you don't have to chop my leg. You can see there's a release button. Just push that, and I'll be totally free. I can see it. It's just out of my reach.
Walkers.
Yeah, that one's kind of fallen back on its content.
Am I the only one that didn't know about this?
Oh,
Does anyone...
I hate when this happens.
Am I the only one that didn't...
Sorry, I'm curious what else you got. You have a lot of potential, dude. Please don't stop creating, because you're gonna have a few that just blow the fuck up. And, dude, to be honest, everybody that actually does original content, you will be in a minority soon, and your shit will be special, and people will want to watch it because it's not something that they can make. But for all the AI creators out there, if anybody can prompt the content that you can prompt, it's not as special.
Decision time. Save Carly or save Doug. You save Doug. Carly doesn't make it.
But I'm a reporter.
You save Carly. Doug doesn't make it.
Okay, so it seems like you were really heavy into this game specifically, so now it makes sense why the other one you didn't really go into what game it was. But these little fun facts, this Cyberpunk Easter egg thing, do more of those, dude. And as soon as you do, send another one my way. I'm like really interested. But yeah, that one, the Vault one, there just wasn't as great of a payoff at the end. I feel like you're gonna find one that is really, really good. It'll be your first million view video. So my official advice for you is to go find a couple more Easter egg or secret things that are in games. Like shit, there was another secret about like do the one where you could find Witcher stuff in Fallout. Like I know you could find something from Ciri in Fallout, if I'm not mistaken. Do one of those. Witcher Easter egg. Oh, maybe it's in Cyber. No, there is one in Fallout. I know for sure. No, fuck. Is it Easter egg? Hold on.
Pretty much, it's a reference to actually like the game. I would say I'm a super fan of Fallout. It's like the. So, if any of you have played Fallout 3, you know that this is a reference, or it can just be like a neat little thing.
Okay, maybe not this, but I know for a fact that there is there's a funny Easter egg inside The Witcher of Tyrion Lannister being on it's not the moon door, but the cell, like Tyrion Lannister, Witcher Easter egg. Yeah, the sky cell at the top of in Witcher, there's like a cell that is also in Game of Thrones. And so something that funny, which has been overplayed and people make their own content, dude, it's fine. If people have done it before, do your version of it. Make a joke in your style, but that will be, not that specific one, but Easter eggs like that will be your first million view video. Just do a couple more and send them my way, and we'll see how I can help you improve it. But yeah, you're going to win. Okay, this is interesting. What is this?
Who's the Night Guard in every FNAF game? In FNAF 1, Michael Afton is the Night Guard. In FNAF 2, Michael Afton is the Night Guard. In FNAF 3, Michael Afton is the Night Guard. In FNAF 4, Michael Afton is
okay, so we get it.
The Night Guard. In FNAF 5, Michael Afton is the Night Guard. In FNAF 6, Michael Afton is the Night Guard. Who's the Night?
Yeah, so people dropped off after the second one. I mean, that's pretty obvious. This is just comedic timing and
Guard in every FNAF game. In FNAF 1, Michael
I just, like, when I see your stuff, I just don't know. I don't know if the ideation needs improving because I don't do Five Nights at Freddy's, but the ideas that you have don't appeal to me at all. They're very specific to the game. So I'll just go with the advice that I gave Dan yesterday. Like, what special things about the game could appeal to a billion people? Like, what could make sense to me? Do something related to that. Do something that could appeal to me that I've never played the game, but point something interesting out to me about it, okay? That's your homework. Find something interesting about the game that would make John care about it, all right? Then put your comedy and your content creation techniques on top of that. Let's see how you do, okay? All right, moving on to... Was that one this one? Yeah.
Who's the Night Guard?
You said the video's only popular because of fans that know I'm joking. They comment because it's funny. Yeah, it makes sense. It was a trend a while ago. Okay, yeah. I mean, you knew that there wasn't much I could help with that, but I feel like the advice I just gave you will launch your content to the next level. So, yeah. Try to think. If you only do Five Nights at Freddy's content, then do what I said. If you don't, if you do other games, then I'm sure that there will be an easier game to do my homework instead. This one isn't a short. They just sent me their channel. So I'm going to skip it for now. You're supposed to send me a short, guys. Let's see what this one is. This is just gameplay. I'm not going to be able to help that one out. Actually, you know what? I don't want to give up on them. So, one sec. So, are you better Nautilus, League of Legends, and all you're doing is showing gameplay? There's nothing special here. What are the comments? Okay, so they're all bots. And then people... How much for this edit? I have no idea what's going on there. But, okay, so you did a little bit of editing. All right, I didn't know what you were trying to accomplish here. But it does seem like there's not much interesting going on about this. If it's about editing, then, like, look up editing tutorials or people that do that show off their edits on Instagram and see what kind of formats they do, right? Just look up edits or look up League edits on Instagram and see what's working for them and try your own version of that. I know that that's vague advice, but you gave me a vague video, so that's what I got for you. Hopefully that helps, though. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da-da-da. We got any Star Trek fans up in here?
Did you know that Roblox killed this game?
Okay, let's see.
Did you know that Roblox killed this game?
I can't possibly answer that because I don't know what game you're talking about. So no, I didn't know.
This is Mining Sim.
Okay, now I know. So now I can leave, right? You did a good technique for a hook, but then you ruined it.
It was most popular game back in 2018. But today, it's completely dead. But zero of this was dev's fault.
Okay, your timing is just slow.
And Roblox did it by accident. Also wanted to ask you to help me with my goal hitting 1,000.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. Yeah, that's a problem. Nobody cares about you. Nobody cares about any of us, right? They care about what value you give them from your video. And so if the rest of your video is like, hey, please subscribe, do this, do that, nobody's going to. I'm honestly surprised this has 970 likes. Because this is like, your hook was good enough, I guess. That's what you got. Unless these are just botted likes. Actually, wait. 970, 24,000. 970, 22 comments. Actually, the math doesn't add up there. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah, so it's a good idea. Roblox killed this game. Roblox killed this game. Back in 2018, this game came out and it was blowing minds. But one thing that they didn't know was a new game was coming out and it was going to do the same thing that fucking game was going to do. And like, that's how you got to build it into the story. Like, why do I care? And like, you could even set it up as a warning for other game devs, right? But for now, you're just not offering much value. So I would dig more into like what successful Roblox creators are doing. Hopefully that helps you a little bit. Russia made Roblox illegal. That's cool.
Did you know why Roblox was actually banned?
You got to stop with the did you know. I don't know if it's ChatGPT telling you that this is a good hook, but AI is fucking stupid when it comes to psychology. It will never be smarter than a human when it comes to what makes us entertained. Because the moment it does, it won't be entertaining to us anymore. That's the thing about humans. We adapt immediately to everything. So when AI figures out what comedy is and will make us laugh until we die, it will immediately not be funny anymore. Just like when you were saying 6'7" and then your parents started saying 6'7" and then you fucking started to hate 6'7". Yeah, same thing. Okay, I didn't expect that to go there, but here we go. All right, this person says, can you do a cartwheel on stream?
After 50...
Damn it, Adam!
50 years of Super Sentai, who will be the #1? It's time to...
I am curious, the one that we watched yesterday, you had a bunch of like characters popping over each other. Are these edits from the movie or from the video, or is this stuff that you're doing on top of it? Because your editing is phenomenal, if that's the case.
It's time to meet the Ghost users. After 50 years...
Like this right here?
...of Super Sentai...
Where'd you get this? Was it already like that where they're all pulling back? I mean, I gotta assume at least that was, and you put it over a different background or something. But even so, the rotoscoping is just madness.
It's time to meet the Ghost users. First up is Tono Huaru, professional broke boy and probably the strongest Red Ranger.
Yeah, anyway, I got nothing for you. It's always good. You're at the top of your niche. Dude, if anything... Like, you should start a second channel and teach people how to edit like you do, because it's fucking insane. You don't have to do that.
And who abandoned his
I mean, that makes a lot of people depressed. So don't feel pressured. But yeah.
Fight as Gozu Eagle. And probably the most controversial one, Ichikawa Sumino, a high-class, luxurious detective who...
God. Okay. All right, man. I'm sorry. I still have nothing for you. It's always good. You're always good. What could I do better? Haha, thanks for the help.
Steph Curry might
Let's see here.
not be human. They thought his career was over until he did this.
Okay, this is content I won't help. So the reason is because it's not. The rule is if you don't have permission to use the video, I won't help you, right? So I consider it slop. And anybody that wants to know, a lot of people, I piss off a lot of people by saying this because they don't agree with me what slop is. So let me enlighten the situation. Slop. Okay. Slop. It's media that takes little to no human effort. And I'm saying that as in, like, if you just slap over subtitles over content you don't own, like that's not effort to me. Somebody yesterday argued, I spent over an hour doing that short, and that's the advice you got for me. I gotta be honest, an hour's not very long to work on content. Like, that's not anything to me. So, yeah, slop, stolen content, really important to note. Let me just show you this. Often combined with a fundamental misunderstanding of what is transformative or what is commentary. So, you might say what you're showing me is commentary, but it's not. Or commentary. I guess I misspelled that. But it's not commentary because you're not doing much on top of it. A lot of people will try to say that their narration of something that already exists, like a clip from Iron Man or whatever, they'll say Iron Man put on his helmet and then he punched through this guy and then this guy came over and kicked his dog or whatever. And like, if that's what happened in the movie, you're not adding anything to it. So that's why I call that slop. This, no one believed him until he did this. You're breaking something down that Steph Curry did. I don't necessarily think you fall completely into the slop category, but you still don't have permission to use this stuff probably. And yeah, so I don't find it very transformative, honestly. That's how I feel about that.
But no one believed him. Steph tries and fails to prove there's a dead spot until...
Oh yeah, I've seen this clip so many fucking times, and I mean, dude, him finding the dead spot in the wood is not your original content. And I know you can agree with me. I know that you saw somebody else do this and you thought, hey, that's gonna help me. I'm gonna go viral with that too. Like, fucking be original. Come up with something else. People, jeez. Anyway. Bro, if it took only an hour just for me to write a good script, I'd be happy. I hear that. Here, let me show you what kind of work goes into just making an intro. No. Oh, no, wait. This one was how to get a perfect title. So this was me playing around with titles. Yeah. Yeah, this was me writing the intro of the Matt Miller coaching video. You can see this is kind of what I settled on. And this was all the versions that I had before. So, yeah, I would say at least 4 hours went into just the title alone on that video. And so when people say, well, I spent an hour on it, like it's a big deal, I assure you it is not. It is not a big deal at all. And if you spent an hour looking for content you don't own, that's even worse. All right, sorry. Green Bean Sports, please find something original to do. Let's move on to the real Mike Tyson. And by the way, I just want to say that we had somebody come into the Discord earlier that was doing the same stuff. And I'm not blaming you at all. When I say this, I get I get all snotty about it because I see it all the time. And I only get shitty when people try to argue with me about it. Because, like, dude, if you don't have permission to do it, you can argue with me all day about what YouTube considers transformative or not transformative. In the long run, it doesn't mean that you're going to get money out of it. And if you're only making stuff to make money, you might as well find something that you add value to for the longevity. Because even if you did happen to be the 0.009% creator that did slip through the cracks and YouTube didn't catch, you wouldn't be making money for long. So I try to build creators up with longevity, which takes them finding their own value, their own superpower, their own edge that they can offer the world. When you ask your friends, hey, what's my superpower? Like, if you were to give a speech, right? If you had a TED Talk tomorrow, what were you going to talk about? Just, hey, surprise, you have to give a speech tomorrow. What can you talk for an hour about? Whatever that is, that's your thing, okay? Adam, yes, you are transformative. You do a ton of commentary. The difference between narration and commentary is opinion and review. So, that said, also you're extra transformative because you use your face. Anyway, this next one, oh yeah, I was saying we had somebody come in earlier in the Discord that was just as confused, and they thought they always do this. They send me a channel, they said, but this one's monetized. And I always say, yeah, they slip through the cracks, or old ones are monetized, but they're not going to be monetized for long. That's the whole YouTube cracking down on all these channels. They're trying to find all of them, basically. So, the person came out of the end of that conversation with a new understanding of what was transformative. They're from Ghana, and they're gonna like do content in their country showing their village. I think that was the end of that conversation, but that made me so much more excited about their creator journey and actually genuinely interested in what they're gonna create. So yeah, they didn't know, right? And a lot of you don't, and that's okay. 1% Club, let's see what you got.
Heard him say, you have to go. You understand, right? That was one of the most chilling 1.5 or 2 seconds I've ever experienced.
In this moment, everyone thought that Mike Tyson was making a threat, but in reality, he was just trying to recover from the loss of his 4-year-old daughter.
Okay, so is this...
You heard him.
Yeah, this is not yours, I'm assuming. I mean, unless you interviewed this guy. This image shows a person. Good job, Google. Yeah, dude, look how many people stole this. Reporter got scared of Mike Tyson. Maybe in my next life, Mike Tyson. Paul Mann, boxing interview. Reporter got scared. Mike Tyson, deep moments. Mike Tyson, threat reporter. Be fucking honest. Do you think you're offering value on YouTube? Like, look at how many people are doing exactly what you're doing. Like, just be honest with yourself, yo. Come on.
How many colors do your eyes see?
Okay, now the difference, Kid No Cage. If I right click and I click search with Google Lens and I select this, am I gonna see a result? Probably not, because you didn't copy anybody. I'm assuming, right? I mean, some people have like similar ideas, but I'm not gonna see the exact same. Oh, hold up. This better be you. How to duplicate blocks in Minecraft. Do you guys just have the same outfit? Oh, almost. Anyway, yeah, but I'm not going to see the same exact screen cap because you didn't like steal it from anyone. So anyway, I'm saying good things about you, Kid No Cage. Here we go.
How many colors do your eyes see? How many do you think?
Oh, yeah, and the one that I just saw was how to duplicate blocks. Definitely not the same thing. Anyway.
10, 20,
how many colors? Let's play.
Colors do your eyes see? How many do you think? 10, 20, a million? Well, the answer is actually only...
Okay, how many colors? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
How many colors do your eyes see?
Oh, you're gonna do an RGB thing, aren't you?
How many do you think? 10, 20, a million? Well, the answer is actually only 3. Listen very carefully. What I just said is not true, but somehow it also is. You see inside your eye...
Okay,
is our special neurons called cone cells. And these cone cells receive 3 different colors, red, blue, and green, the primary colors. And as light enters your eye, since light shows different colors, these cones all transmit signals to your brain.
Dude, every time something new whips in, it's just so funny.
And your brain uses these signals to create the colors that you see. From these 3 colors, the brain is able to create 10 million different colors. So what did we learn? Not much. But if you ask the question, how many colors do your eyes see? How many do you think? 10, 20, a million?
Okay, I don't like the how many do you think after asking the initial question. Just leave the one question. When you ask a second question, you're creating what is called cognitive load, and people feel like they have to remember more than they actually do. So I would have cut that second question.
Well, the answer is actually only 3.
And actually the way that this was done could have gone a different way, but I wouldn't change it. You could hold the answer to 3 being like the end reveal, but because you said 3 ahead of time, the viewer wants that explained because they just saw 7, right? Even if, like, I just counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you did that with numbers, then it would make it even more obvious to the viewer how many. And then you say 3 and they're like, wait a second, I know for a fact because you wrote 7 on there. Anyway, this is really good. I wouldn't change much about it. It's pretty good. It's a little long, but yeah, 144,000. Yeah, makes sense. It's very, very good. Outside of those 2 things, I mean, yeah.
Do your eyes see? How many do you think? 10, 20, a million? Well, the answer is
yeah, if it went, how many colors do your eyes see? 10, 20, million?
actually only 3. Listen very carefully.
And then you say that wasn't true, but it was. That seemed like it wasn't very important. I mean, I know it feels like a hook, but it's actually just, it's fluff, right?
What I just said is not true, but somehow it also is. You see inside your eyes.
Yeah, if you just go to the explanation, I feel like it might do a little better. Unless you put that thing is not true up front, like as a part of the hook, then it might be a little different. I'm curious are you building these or are you using AI to like generate pixelated versions of these?
Are special neurons called cone cells, and these cone
it's really interesting what you're doing. I think it is.
Cells receive 3 different.
I don't like the drop shadow on them, honestly. I think that if you take the background and darken it and blur it a little bit, you don't have to add a drop shadow to these these elements.
Different colors.
All right, now I'm done being picky. That's just me because I feel like your colors would pop alone. And so you wouldn't need the drop shadow. Anyway, yeah, I don't have much to say about that. It's very good, man. Keep creating. Please rate my shorts.
These are the
so I can get out of shorts jail. Okay.
miserable steps you'd have to face. These are the miserable steps you'd have to face if you'd be born as a giraffe. When you're a giraffe, your miserable life starts with gravity. You're dropped 6 feet straight to the ground. And if you don't stand up within minutes, you die. Lions and hyenas are already watching. Lions go for your legs, hyenas wait for you to trip, and crocodiles grab you when you try to drink. And fighting isn't pretty either. Male giraffes smash skulls. And fighting you when you try to drink.
I'll try to drink, okay.
Fighting isn't pretty either. Male giraffes smash skulls together in neck-swinging battles that can cause brain damage or even death. And sleep almost non-existent. Giraffes sleep standing up in short bursts because lying down makes them too vulnerable. These are the
Holy shit. Man, there was a lot of stuff I just learned about giraffes that I had no idea. But I will say that the way you presented it was a bit overwhelming. Like there was so much going on and I'm like, I can't remember much of anything because the moment that something started to register, you were already saying the next thing. So like, I would give it a little space if you could. Let's try it again.
Miserable steps you'd have to face if you'd be born as a giraffe. When you're a giraffe.
I don't necessarily think that the hook is super strong. And then you say the thing about gravity, which is kind of a funny joke, but it doesn't create the amount of stakes that it is. Like, it's not as strong as if you don't stand up, you're going to die, right? That is a strong piece of advice, piece of information.
Of your miserable life starts with gravity. You're dropped 6 feet straight to the ground. And if you don't stand up within minutes, you die.
Yeah, so I think really it's just the way this content is packaged or is presented. There was a lot of stuff at the beginning that just wasn't apparent. But did you know that if you were born as a giraffe, if you didn't stand up within X amount of seconds, or if you didn't stand up when you're first born, you will die. Also, blah, 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 this could kill you. Also, you got to be careful when you drink because alligators. Also, yeah. So after you're done fighting with gravity, you got to stand up immediately or you will die. So try to think about the powerful points of this and just deliver those. A lot of people get caught in their head about comedy when really the viewer doesn't care so much about comedy or delivery. It's about just getting as much value as possible and being able to comprehend it. Okay. Yeah. So that said, I would cut out a lot of the things that weren't the essential, like, holy fuck moments and see how that does and slow it down a little bit. And if you are recording this, just, I hate to be like this, but watch my content on the John Scott channel and try to pay attention to the way that I deliver my lines, the words that I accent, the spaces that I take, and that might help you with your delivery. It's at Hey John Scott is the channel. I don't know if you know who I am or if you just hopped in because you saw it, but this is the channel. Just go to like shorts and sort by popular, I guess, and then just watch them one by one. And that should help a little bit as far as like the way that they're delivered. Okay. All right. Moving on to the next one. Please rate my shorts. Wait.
These are the miserable.
Okay. That was you. Can I like make a little mark here so I know where I was? Okay. My VU dropped to 0. They didn't put a video in, so this person, I was just curious what you would say about one of my old shorts. Oh, this is Jonah. Let's take a look.
How many Dr. Seuss books can I read?
Sucks. Move on. I'm just kidding, Jonah.
How many Dr. Seuss books can I read in 1 minute?
What's duck sauce? How many duck sauce?
How many Dr. Seuss books can I read in 1 minute? Not gonna lie, I was a little overwhelmed. Timer starts now. I started off with Cat in the Hat, and I was actually keeping a pretty good pace. But then my brother came in and I had to tell him to leave because I was doing a challenge. But I didn't let that stop me because I'm a member of a Too Easy Army, baby. Turns out I can read 54% of a Cat in the Hat book.
I don't care about any of this. Dude, it is just, you're a kid, you know what I mean? Like, it's okay, it's creative, but like the only thing that I think is like it won't go much of anywhere just because the stakes aren't very high. Like, it's just a joke and it's fine. The editing was fine, but yeah. I don't care about any of this. So yeah, that's what I'd say about your old stuff. By the way, Jonah is a part of the community. Feel free, join the community, discord.gg/John Scott. It's free in the description. Some of you might want a more in-depth look at your content, and I do coaching, the link's down below too. The coaching is...
We've all seen those videos where...
Yeah. All right, let's see what this is.
An ice press makes a perfectly clear ice sphere. But what happens if you use dry ice instead? First, something wild. The dry ice actually...
The way that this is delivered makes me think that...
This should not work.
Okay, it's not, yeah. None of this is original.
What if I told you there's gold hiding right under your feet? Out here, it's all about...
Yeah. So, if you look... Yeah, none of these got a chance because YouTube knew from the start it was stolen content.
This is why Japanese homes stand for thousands.
It gave it one shot. Okay, let's move on. Sloppy slop 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 sloppy slop slop. Not this guy. I mean, this guy's not slop. The other one was slop. I guess I'll just go to popular and see what's up, or maybe your latest, cause we've got 30K jail. Looks like. Let's do one 30K jail. See what your deal is.
IShowSpeed met his doppelganger in Africa, but something crazy happened.
By the way, this is what commentary looks like, okay? This is, like, as long as you give an opinion about something, like, this is kind of the difference between commentary and just showing a clip that somebody else owns. So I hope you give an opinion, but let's see.
So we've seen a lot of celebrities lookalikes before, and we know sometimes they even met and took pictures with each other, which is a usual thing. But you know nothing about Speed as usual. So after he found his lookalike in Zimbabwe and another one in Ethiopia, he realized it's impossible to tell which one is the real Speed. Even his bodyguards confused for a second, but Speed started to take advantage and told his doppelganger to stream for him in one location.
Bro, this is perfect. This is perfect to do this. You're about to do this location for me, bro. I'm tired, bro.
Just to prank the crowd. But people didn't fall for it and realized in a second that this Speed is not the real Speed. And even bodyguards left him alone in the crowd to bring the real Speed. But they did something even crazier later that night. Both doppelgangers tried to help Speed to go on a date.
All right, you're dangerously close to being slop, dude, because you're not giving anything. You're just summarizing. You're presenting somebody else's content as news. And so this is right on the line of not being okay. But what I will say, stand on some business, right? Say something that means something. That's people, dude, build a community, and the way to do it is to have a fucking opinion about something, to have a stance, to have somebody behind you that says, yeah, what he said, right? And like Atozy, for instance, Atozy could just as easily do what you do, but what makes him different is because he stands on fucking business. He has his thoughts and he makes it known. Just like Moist Critical.
This Twitch streamer
Moist Critical is the exact same way. He gives the news and he presents his butt jokes or whatever, and like that's his thing. So what's your thing? Because right now it just seems like you're telling me about IShowSpeed and what IShowSpeed did. Why don't I just go watch IShowSpeed, right? That's the difference. Okay.
This dangerous hood prank videos are fake. Like in this video, he's going to a dangerous hood and trying to throw gang signs at people. But there are 3 things to prove it's completely staged.
This is fine because the original content wasn't prevalent about they weren't upfront about it being fake, right? Like, you are informing us about something. This is commentary. Okay, the other one, really close to not being commentary.
He claims he's going to the most unsafe neighborhood, but he missed something in one of his videos. Here, you see he's messing with them and it's a dangerous...
Yeah, giving us information, this is solid. That said, I don't necessarily know if this is like super important. Let's see.
This dangerous hood prank videos are fake. Like in this video, he's going to a dangerous...
I guess because I don't know the context of what you're saying. You said these dangerous hood prank videos are fake. I don't know which ones you're talking about. And also, when you show what they are, it doesn't seem like a prank video. It just seems like people are arguing. So you're not giving me a whole lot of context of what you're talking about. I think that's probably why I would have scrolled away. And if I'm going to take you seriously, stop yelling at me. Because right now it seems like you're being try-hard. Instead... Atozy is a good example. Go watch Atozy and just see how, like, he starts. He just says in his regular voice, this person, blah, 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 blah. It's not like, I don't know. It just doesn't feel, it feels like you're trying to make something super cinematic when you could just be like Omni. Omni is another one. Be Omni about it.
Dangerous hood and trying to throw gang signs at people. But there are 3 things to prove it's completely staged.
Yeah. It's just like something you being up here in the thing. It almost feels like it's not you. I don't know you, but I feel like you're a bit more chill than this. I don't know. It's tough to say because I don't know you, but I feel like there's a personality here. There's a dude that I want to get to know, and you're trying what you see instead of who you are, right? So if I'm way off base on that, dude, fine, but I see potential in you, and I think that you got something, okay? All right, and it's cool that you know, like, this is commentary, this is stealing. So, yeah, it's good to see a face, though, regardless. All right,
Your eggplant's
we've got this one.
perfectly fine. The reason no one wants to put it in their mouth, it's bitter and a turnoff if you don't add soy sauce.
Was that supposed to be the way that it was being?
Your eggplant's perfectly fine. The reason no one wants to put it in their mouth, it's bitter and a turnoff if you don't add soy sauce. Now you can feed eggplant to anyone, even yourself. Woohoo! Your eggplant's perfectly fine. The reason no one wants to put it in their mouth.
Okay. Imagine somebody searched online and this popped up. Okay, they searched on YouTube, whatever the search is, and this popped up. What did they search? How to make eggplant pizza bites? Is that what they searched? Because you didn't tell me how. Why does my eggplant taste like shit? Because, like, that wasn't very clear in the packaging that that's what this is. Also, probably not a popular search term, okay? I'm not saying that everybody has to cater to search, but you do, I think, because if you're trying to teach people how to make certain recipes, that's a search-based channel. So take that how you want. You banking on the idea that one of these is going to go viral it's just a little difficult because, like, it's food, right? It's unless something is totally outrageous and different about it, it's not gonna. So yeah, I still like your style. I think it's cool.
Your eggplant's perfectly fine. The reason no one.
Yeah. Is my eggplant fine? Is anybody searching that on YouTube? You know what I mean? We ate this for breakfast. I didn't even see a breakfast thing about this. I saw somebody. Oh, you're putting all the value in the description, dude. This is a short. Nobody's reading it. Nobody goes to the descriptions on shorts, and nobody goes to the descriptions for value in general anyway. Put that in the video. All right. Cool. All right. Let's move on. Soda Rants. Oh, Soda Rants. You didn't give me a video to look at. Yeah, I'm sorry. Be more specific, please. It's all right. You're still gonna be here. In the next one, I'll have another one on Monday. Steven, No Funk City. Yeah, hold on. Jay Flores.
This dangerous hoot prank videos are fake.
Okay, so I did. All right. You sent me your channel, but then you sent me your video afterwards. All right, I see it now. All right, this one next.
Nah, bro. Why am I hearing City Boy in every...
Okay, so Soda Rants did send a video. Let's take a look. Okay, that's okay. I see your stuff now. Let's take a look. Nah, bro. Nah, but why is this meme popular again?
Nah, bro. Why am I hearing City Boy in every other video now? Like that one sound where someone just yells, City Boy. It's literally everywhere again. The sound actually comes from an old meme clip that people were using years ago, and TikTok randomly brought it back. Now people are just slapping it onto random clips, reactions, and edits because the sound itself is funny. The wild part is this trend already blew up a long time ago, and now it's back like it never left, pulling huge numbers all over TikTok.
You're just saying the same thing over and over again. Am I crazy?
Someone just yells, City Boy.
Okay, here's the meme. It's back again. The crazy thing is it's back again. But what's even crazier is that now it's back. Like, that's exactly what this is.
TikTok randomly brought it back. Now people are just slapping it onto random clips.
Now people are using it because it's back. All right, yeah, you're just not saying anything valuable, dude. It's hard to define what value is, but this isn't it. You gotta have something to say, right? What about it? A meme is back, okay? If I made a video and I said, "Hey guys, this meme's popular again," who gives a shit? Like, "Hey guys, this meme is popular again and it will make you go viral." Now you give a shit. It's because I made a point about it, right? But here you're not making any points. So I recommend, like I told Jay, have an opinion. Make a point about something, have a review. Say, if you said, this is the most popular meme of 2026, now it's a thing. Now I understand it. Don't lie. I mean, you can have that opinion if you want. Anybody can have that opinion. But, like, you're just not saying anything, all right? And you're not saying it in a tone of voice that I would ever pay attention to, because I don't do the chipmunk thing. But, you know, you do you.
This.
Okay, moving on. All right, we've got woman attacked a police officer. All right, by the way, this one's different, and I got to make this point right now. Police cam footage is public, and they do allow you to use it, even if it's just re-uploading, okay? So at no point can somebody claim it and say, hey, that's mine, and you can't use it, all right? It's not legal. But what they can do is... Sorry, my glasses are dying. But what they can do is... if you take their footage and you have their voiceover or narration or whatever they say, or they give information that wasn't available in the video and you use that, that is theft. That's not okay. I'm not saying rev up, you're doing that, but in these streams, I make it a point, a serious point, to not review slop. I even write it on the board there, right? I explain what slop is, and I just want everybody to know this isn't the same thing. Shouldn't be. But we'll see.
Hey. So can we go out back and live in our man?
You can, but I'm gonna go to sleep because I never called you on anything. Okay? But everything's cool here. And I'll pay you for Dr. Son. As much as any of the thugs get, I'll get more for you, okay?
Yeah, no, that's not.
I would recommend getting the footage from the place you need to get it from. Is that a watermark under there? Under yours? It says in something? Because that's not, like, native to the Axon cameras. If you took this from somebody else's channel, that's not okay. And you're going to get caught if you do that. It says news on it.
Hi, man. I'm Officer Lou.
It just says news. So... be careful about that. Anyway, I got to give some advice to this. So what I would do is give us some context about what's going on here. Because if you just start me in the middle of the body cam, why is this guy getting arrested? What did he do? These are the things that a viewer needs to know. If you don't tell us that, we don't care enough about it. And also, that's why these work better as long forms, because people want the full context. I don't want to watch a short of this. I want to be totally invested. So, if anything, I'd recommend checking out... What the fuck is it? Midwest... Hold on. Let me look at my recent... Dude, I love watching these videos. They're so cool. Beyond Evil is really good. Beyond Evil, super transformative. Love them. Because they really get you into the story. Then Dr. Insanity's okay. Right now. Sorry, I don't know if I was showing the screen or not. One of my police activities fine. One of my favorite ones is called Midwest something. Midwest Safety. Midwest Safety is so good, dude. And they immediately, it's a cop that does these breakdowns, and he gives you the context of the full thing. I get so invested, dude. I turn them on. I just leave them running while I'm working on a thumbnail or whatever. So cool. But yeah, I'd recommend looking how they do it and moving your shit to long form, because that, dude, the more of those that are out there, the better, in my opinion. Be transparent about the way things are working. Do the right thing. Go through the right channels to get your footage. But then, like, have something to offer, right? Add the context. Hi, bro. I'm here. Please watch after 30 seconds. Okay.
Can you come and talk to the ambulance, bro?
Yeah.
Is that cool?
You can.
They're here.
Go back to sleep.
Can you come with me?
I'm not supposed to.
He
Hey,
took him, yeah.
Kimberly.
Why? What am I supposed to be seeing? There is context.
Can you stand down and tell him what the rest said? I will get.
Okay. Well, just so you know, nobody's going to stay that long to hear fucking context. You need to put it up front. So, I'm not going to find it, but let that be a lesson to you that either give it to us now or nobody gets it. Okay? And honestly, even if I heard it, that I would still say the same thing. So, that said, let me take a look at the rest of your channel. It's all shorts. Okay. Also, you got this Riffic font. It might be Riffic. It might be Marvin. It might be Bangers. It's not Bangers. It looks like Riffic. Anyway, don't use it. Change your font. Your font needs to be more serious. Like this one looks good. These look better, but the color around them is not. Like, pick Arial black or Arial bold and just like white with a black stroke so it sticks out on everything, and that's it. Like, take it seriously. It's a serious thing. Don't make it look silly, right? That's my advice. Make it a part of your branding. Cool. All right, let's move on. This is my favorite work recently. What do you think? This one is the food guy.
If she wants seafood pasta but you're too cheap, you can satisfy everyone. If she wants seafood pasta but you're too cheap, you can satisfy everyone with a seafood medley and some shrimp. The pack's under $10. Just take out
Okay, so this is too much. Like, I want to learn from you, but you have overwhelmed me completely to even know what the hell's going on. It's so fast. It's like you heard that people have short attention spans, and so you're trying to force everything in as fast as possible. Don't do that for your niche. Your niche, that doesn't apply. You need to, like, I'm not saying be slow, but like at least allow us to understand what the hell you're saying. Okay?
clams or mussels. We're using squid ink pasta for that fine dining touch. Those seafood juices just need
And yeah, the cinematic vibe you're making it, I just think it's not necessary.
garlic, red chili, and pesto. When things get hot, you can get your noodle wet. 1 lemon with its zest and some cheese. You can make 4 plates with this, but not me.
I think that you're trying to experiment and you're trying to be creative in a place where it's very difficult to be. I'm not saying you can't be creative in your niche, but you might need a second outlet. You might need a second channel for other things that you're interested in. Like, you've got a lot going on with your family and fun stories and fun times that you have. Seems to me that you also need a vlog on top of this, and you need to like pull the reins back a little bit on how extra you are with this one, and you might need 2 projects. Just, I don't know you personally, but like it seems like that's what I would do, and so that would have been my solution. Okay. All right. Let's move on. Sorry. I would need advice to get bigger audience.
Nah, bro. Why?
Okay, that's not the right one. Man refused. Okay, here we are. Chill Vibes. Sounds like an AI channel. Let's see.
I just wanted to say, y'all, listen to me. Never stop being creative.
Okay, so, not an AI channel, but it is Kaisenot.
Never stop being creative, because I'm not gonna lie. See, if anyone fucking
says Kaisenot. Anyway, yeah, on principle, it's not your content to use, so sorry, not my thing. Moving on, Taco Gamer. Let's see what you got today.
I'm going to be trying some insane challenges live, so click the link down below to join the live stream.
Nope. Don't do CTAs.
I'm going to be trying some...
Nope. That was it? That was the only piece of content? Dude, at this point, I know you like use your promotions or use your community tab for stuff like this. Don't waste a moment in the shorts feed, because the algorithm will give you impressions, and then it'll see what those impressions get you, and then it'll stop giving you impressions for shit like this. It's not gonna always automatically know that, oh, he's doing a small promo for his channel. It's gonna take your regular content like this seriously too. And so it's gonna think, well, the last time he uploaded a short, it did terribly. And you don't have the option to talk to the algorithm and say, no, that was just a promotion. It doesn't care. It thinks it's all content, okay? So be careful with what you put on the shorts feed. Let your promotions speak through your community tab. Okay, moving on. This one says, how is the hook? You use Final Cut Pro. Okay, dude, that is really fucking cool. Yeah, all right. Sorry if my advice was a little back and forth, because the Suno thing, it takes me out of it, but your creativity is fucking awesome. So whatever you got out of that, I hope it helped. I'm a bit too late to the review of my short. Thanks so much. You can always go back. It's fine. I don't think I gave you much. I was really happy with what you did. Oh, Sahit, is this still live? Yeah, it's still live. And my name's John. Okay, yeah, sir, I understand what you explained. Cool, sweet. Not gonna lie, that was an accident, but I appreciate the feedback. Oh, okay, you're the Taco Gamer. All right. It's weird because I see your guys' names and it doesn't show up as your channel name. It shows up as your, like, tag or whatever. And so, cool. How do you avoid copyright strikes on this stream? To be honest, I don't fucking know. I feel like I have already been struck several times, and it might just be me being so transformative over it that it doesn't matter. And by that, I mean talking a shitload. All right, let's see.
Super Saiyajin.
What is this? Did you make this? There's no... Sorry, I don't want to doubt you. We get so many people in here that steal content. I don't want to be immediately assume that you're doing that. It's just very impressive what you're showing. So, it's a lot of pixelated stuff. Are you doing this? These pixels don't look sharp. Is it AI? It's an animation from someone. Is it you? Are you the person? Anyway, they asked how was the hook, but there wasn't one. It was just... There's nothing to hook me. It's just either I like it or I don't, you know. Z Legends, I don't know. I don't know what to make of this. But yeah, I'd recommend it. Look, this says this character appears to be cooler in his final form. Not Frieza, it's cooler, really? Wait, that's what you wrote. Cooler. What's going on here, guys? Is this a translation thing? What the hell? It's just cooler. Okay. Anyway, I'm sorry. There's not much here for me to judge if it's just animation from a game or something. So if you're here, speak and I'll go back to it. But I still got like so many to get to. So the next one.
Dobby has been given an...
Oh, jeez. Okay.
AK-47! What? Who the hell is supplying you all these things? Last time you had a tank, then you had a chainsaw, and then you had a Glock. What the hell? Who's giving you all this shit? None of your freaking business, Hagrid. Hide your kids and hide your socks, because Dobby don't show no mercy in this block. Harry, do something. Ain't you meant to be a wizard, you no-neck loser? Harry, no! Dobby's work here is done.
Okay. Keep creating. That is my that's my shit. It's funny. And when you think about how movies have characters talk to each other, they always have punch-ins to their face, like close-ups, right? And so when Dobby's talking, every now and then just go a little bit closer and then do a full wide of Hagrid, and as he's talking, bam, up close at the next thing that he says, and then maybe there's Harry saying something, and then Dobby wide again. And then when there's a pause in what he says, go up close, that sort of thing. And it doesn't have to move, just cut closer, cut back, cut closer, that sort of thing. And that will give a little more engagement, at least it would feel like. You know, it feels like, yeah, it would be more engaging. That's the best way to say that. Outside of that, just keep creating. You're just bound to, like, come across one that fucking hits hard. Yeah, keep making these. Oh, shit. These get millions of views. Okay. Wait a second. No.
Dobby has been...
5,000. That didn't get millions. Okay, yeah, that one didn't get millions. 278. Yeah, so then it makes sense because like you just keep making them and some of them get millions and some of them don't. I mean, that's really all I had for you. So hopefully that helps a little bit. By the way, this font totally fine for this channel. It's silly, you know, but for the cop one, not so much. Dobby Murders ranks with Bob Barker as a war boy S tier. Okay. All right. Gotta move on. I'm getting no views. My account is aged too. Let me talk about aging and warming up accounts real quick. It's all bullshit. All of it. Fucking stupid. It doesn't mean anything. There's some gurus out there that say, go take your new account and go comment on other channels, right? And then suddenly, us creators will have comments that say, hey YouTube, I'm not a bot. Has nothing to do with the fucking content that they're watching. They're just commenting so YouTube won't think they're a robot. Why do they do this? They want to make as much money as possible in a short amount of time. They want to game the system. They want YouTube to think they're real so their automation can fucking work and do whatever and it can make a bunch of money. It's all bullshit, right? Warming up your account is nothing. It's not, dude, if your AI tool is smart enough to churn out a bunch of slop, the AI tools are smart enough to catch it. And that's going to happen. I'm not, by the way, whoever this is, I'm not ranting at you. I'm ranting about the term warming up your account. It's fucking dumb. YouTube knows better. That's all I'm saying. And I'm not going to say who told me that, but it's somebody who knows.
Here goes Bombadinja.
All right, now I can rant about
Here goes Bombadinja. Skipping past one. He's going all the way. What a shot!
Okay, moving on.
If you hear a woman screaming,
Good God.
cover your ears. In Irish folklore,
Okay, that was very, very loud to the point where you couldn't hear anything. Is she? I wonder if she was I wonder if she was holding a knife. They switched to a comb.
if you hear a woman screaming, cover your.
Okay, yeah, I can't.
If you hear a woman screaming, cover your ears. In Irish folklore, she is the banshee. She looks like an old woman with long
Oh no, the comb was on purpose.
white hair, combing it with a silver comb. She does not want to kill you. She is a messenger. Her scream is an omen that a family member will die before sunrise.
Okay, so the reason I didn't turn off this is because it sounds like it's your voice, which like if I see here, I'll just point this out. 100% prompted content is something that is slop to me right there. And so if it's AI voice, if it's AI generated video, if there's AI, if the script is obviously ChatGPT written, it's 100% prompted and it's slop to me. And like, I'm not going to give advice to AI. I'm here to help creators, real creators. And so when I see this, I heard your voice, I think. And so that's why I'm giving it a shot. What I would do here is I would go find folklore. Like go search Google. Here, I'm just curious. Pinterest, Banshee, old folklore. I'm curious what books show what. Pinterest might not be the best place. Here, let's just look up Banshee, old folklore. Sorry, I didn't get to show anything. But when I see stuff more like this looks credible to me. This makes me think there's something real about what you're saying. And you show me old books talking about banshees, that sort of thing, old drawings, maybe like found footage or something, just anything that makes it better than AI generated a bunch of animations. That's kind of how I feel about this. It didn't used to be like this. Somebody could generate a bunch of, somebody could make a bunch of animations in like Blender or something and then tell a story about banshees or what they were or whatever, and people would be interested. But it's done now because AI can do everything. Like nothing is impressive and nothing keeps attention anymore that AI can do. Okay? So that's all I got to say about that. Stop scroll. Yeah, when I see a picture like this, I just think, well, that's crazy. But yeah, I just think that that's very cool, legit. Ooh, that's interesting too. But yeah, finding older pictures, older folklore stories, old looking books, that sort of thing. Any imagery that makes you think like what you're talking about is real, because this is not. And also it has like the Opus Clips vibe for subtitles. So yeah, also they're a little bit too low in my opinion. The captions need to go higher, otherwise they get stuck down low in the bullshit. And if that's not something that you can change, then you're using the wrong tool. All right, let's move on to close all notifications. End of November, views are down. Yeah. Yep. I know. I'm working on it. Man, I have a lot of these open. There we go. All right, moving on. I make cute Minecraft content, and I thought this would, and that's all it says. Okay, this is good. This is a good idea, but preface it. Say, these are the 5 cutest bullshits in Minecraft, right? Like, that's... You could actually do this as rank. This would be the one ranking that I'd be okay with. Like, the top 5 cutest Minecraft moments or something like that. No, actually, taking that, that's not okay. But the top 5 cutest Minecraft animals or whatever, like, that makes sense to me. Yeah, Minecraft moments would be ranking. Sorry, I got lost there for a second. This is cool. Or this is the cutest thing in Minecraft. Bam, that's good. Because then people are... If you did that, if you said, this might be the cutest thing in Minecraft, and then you take like a second, maybe 5 or so, to walk up to the thing, and then you open a door, and then there's a dog standing there, and then the hearts come out. Like, you build up to the cutest thing. That's viral potential. Hopefully that helps you. Let's move on.
I am the king!
Okay.
Of Five Nights at Freddy's!
Markiplier didn't accidentally become the king of horror gaming. Back in the early 2010s, he started uploading horror games non-stop. Amnesia, Slender, especially Five Nights at Freddy's. People couldn't look away. But here's the problem. Horror content is risky. Most creators either overreact, get repetitive, or burn out fast, and the audience moves on. Markiplier did the opposite. He made horror feel like a movie.
Just to be clear, not slop. I want everybody to know, just because he's using other people's footage doesn't mean what he's saying is not content, because it is. He's offering his own opinions, his own outlook, whatever it is. There's something unique about this.
Movie, not just gameplay. Mixing real...
I don't necessarily know if it's an AI voice, but there's like there's an opinion or something coming out. There's information being given through this that isn't the original content. If he was clipping this stream from Markiplier or said the best Markiplier moments, or explained what happened in a clip and that was it, that would be slop. Why Jacksepticeye is the king of horror games. Okay. All right. It might not necessarily just be a good thing, a good idea, though.
I am the king of Five Nights at Freddy's!
Markiplier didn't accidentally become the king of horror gaming. Back in the early 2010s, he started uploading horror games nonstop.
I just think that why Markiplier, I think ideation is where you're stuck. There's not much cool about it. Okay, he's the king of horror games. Like, first of all, that is an opinion, and it doesn't really help me or give me any value of anything. If anything, this might be better served as a long form, because then you're in like documentary, essay territory. That's great for long form. For short form, it's like, whatever. Here's why Markiplier. Oh, here's how Markiplier beats horror games in one sitting, or here's how Markiplier beats every horror game in one sitting. Here's why Markiplier beats every horror game. Like, now, there's a piece of value that I could use for myself. That I mean, that's not a great title, but it's just, that's the way you need to start thinking about this stuff. Okay? So yeah, and the question you had was, would you consider this commentary? Yep. I wouldn't consider it great commentary, because it's like, it's not like widely appealing, but yeah, it is. It's fair. This person says, slop, ? I lowered editing level because of competition style example. Okay, you give me an example. Let's take a look at yours first. Make sure you're not slopping.
This mascot earns over $500,000 without even being in the NBA. His name is Cosmo Cougar, and he...
Not slop, because you're giving me... I just think that you're giving me something new.
Represents Brigham Young University. Cosmo is the most athletic mascot of any university or sports team in the world. He became widely known...
But... to make this even less sloppy, I would show like actual documentation of the stuff that you're saying. Right now, you're just using stolen clips, right? So technically, it is a little sloppy. Like, show me stuff that backs up these claims, right?
For performing these incredible spectacles before games or during breaks. However, Cosmo doesn't just perform for the basketball team. He also appears at football games and every other sport on campus. His strength and athleticism during these spectacles are what makes this mascot earns over $500,000.
What makes this mascot earns
without
even makes sense.
Even being in the NBA. His name is...
Yeah, I would dive a little deeper into like backing up the things that you're saying. And then let me see your competition. Like, you're right on the line of being slop. I'm not gonna lie. It's very, very close.
This is why everyone loves Steph Curry, because at halftime the Warriors held a mini game where fans could earn money. This girl started, but she was struggling, so after some
This is slop, because this is just they wrote a hook but then narrated somebody else's clip. That's it. This lady rolled a ball and then it hits the thing, and then this person came out and, like, if I could watch the original and not miss anything you said, then it's slop. Okay? Watching the original of this one wouldn't give me the information that you gave me, though, right? That's why it's like, it's not. It's very close, but it's not. This one, on the other hand, is...
This is why everyone loves Steph Curry.
They wrote that one hook to just try to make it just a little bit more transformative. It's not enough. It's not enough.
Because at halftime...
Oh, that's you. That's you. Yeah, that is slop. Okay. Hopefully you know the difference now. You're moving away from slop, which is good.
Uh-oh. No.
Don't narrate what's going on in somebody else's clip. You're not giving me anything. You're not offering anything new. You're just taking their work and just trying to put your name on it. That's sloppy. All right, I gotta mute this one. It's got that "I'm Not Cute Anymore" song, and since I'm not doing shorts right now, might be a little risky. I'm not cute anymore. There you go. That's what it sounds like. Okay, you kind of have to know the trend here. Okay. this isn't gonna do well, but it's because it's like somebody telling an inside joke. And it's not because of it's not because of the trend or whatever. Like it's a you thing. This animation is just about you, and people have to care about you and your character to know what's going on here. And so your style of animation makes it very specific to you. Like this person holds you up and then lets go, and then you run around the world, and then you kick them over. Like the way that the animation is done is not as universal as if Bugs Bunny did it, right? Because like they can do slapstick comedy and it's fine because of the way the animation it presents it in a simple, understandable way, whereas yours, it's a little more convoluted, a little harder to understand. I'm not saying, like, this probably isn't even the type of animation you always do, but I'm just saying it's not widely appealing, is all. It doesn't mean don't continue doing it. It's good. What you should stop doing is this fucking thing up at the top, this watermark or whatever. That's annoying. Don't do that.
Let's get started.
Yeah, nobody's gonna take this. Like, you don't need to watermark it. It's your character. Like, it's this. People might take it, but like, you got to be getting millions of views before anybody cares enough to. And even then, it's your character, your copyright. Like, people will know. So don't worry about that stuff. I'm curious, why did everybody just start saying sir a lot? It's an Indian thing for some reason. I noticed that when I get emails from people from India, it always says sir. And they say sir in every sentence. It's very interesting. I don't know why that happens. Yeah, don't use that giant watermark. Okay. Yeah, cool. All right, Daddy Hagrid. Yeah, dude, keep doing what you're doing, because there's some serious potential in there. I mean, obviously some of them are already doing well, but like all you got to do is just keep making content, because you're getting so many views, and I mean, shit, dude. You'll be making money if you're not already. All right. Sir. Let's move on. My question is kind of anything, because I would ask something about gained attention from YouTube algorithms for my video. Is hashtag very effective? No, it's not. Okay, don't worry about hashtags ever. If I put too much, like, don't do them. That's it. Just don't put hashtags. They don't do anything for you. They can hurt you, though. Okay, let's be clear about that. I actually made a video about it. Yeah, so avoid the hashtags. Just let the algorithm find it for you, okay? How I make an interesting title. You need to have an interesting idea first. And to find an interesting idea, you need to have perspective. The best way to get... I'm assuming you're very young, so I can't give you the same advice that I give... I can't give you the billion people advice. I said earlier, if this thing can appeal to 1 billion people, it might get 1 million views. But if you, depending on how young you are, you might think that you don't understand what a billion is. A billion can mean a lot of different things to a younger mind. So what I would do instead, in your shoes, I'm just assuming by your content, by the way. If you're 36 and making this content, I would be very surprised. But what I would do instead, you need to study what goes on the shorts feed. Just watch a ton of shorts to the point where you don't get brain rot, okay? And pay attention to the things that work and ask yourself why they work. More than that, when you swipe away from something, stop and ask yourself why you swiped away. What about that piece of content made you think, this isn't good enough? Or if you watch a full short, then stop and ask yourself, what kept me there the whole time? Go back through. Maybe it was a specific phrase that they said that kept you to the end, because that's a good hook, right? Those are the things that you really need to pay attention to. So my advice is to study, observe what's going on YouTube. That'll help you more than anything else I could give you right now. Okay. My brain is already rot. Yeah, well, you know. Should I make a different and unique title to get attention more? It's not going to help. Not at this point. It's ideas that you need. So do what I say. Do what I say. This one says 1,000 codes to survive.
In the year 3000.
I'm not sure about this, but let's see. Pitchforks or Epiphany's Mac movement, the year 3000 codebook, 1000. This looks like an AI made thumbnail. like the early versions of the tools that said, hey, you can make your thumbnail with AI, that are all shit, that don't use Gemini now, Nano Banana, but it looks like it was put together by AI. So I say that because there's too much text. There's too much shit to read.
1000. The final code was written. These are the 1,000 codes to survive. A robotic.
Okay. Just based off of the information I have, pitchforks or epiphanies, I don't understand what that means. Mac movement, I don't understand what that means. The year 3000 codebook, I don't understand. 1,000 codes to survive, I know what the word survive means, but I don't understand it in this context. Survive what? Like the nuclear holocaust? Or survive something that's real life right now? Survive a fake thing like nonfiction or fiction? Or survive like the new age of AI? There's no information here, right? You could say, John, press play and you'll understand. I don't need to. I'll just skip it, right? What are you going to do to make me press play? That's the question you need to ask yourself.
Bartender upgraded its facial ID system after a teenager used an aging filter to trick it into serving her. She got home safely, but her father didn't think it was funny. He stormed down to the bar, grabbed the machine, and tried to rip it apart by hand.
Oh, it's fiction. Okay. All right, y'all. I didn't know. It's too confusing, dude. There's too much going on. This says ask why transmission the aging filter incident. All three of these, I don't understand what any of this is. Ask why. Sci-fi shorts. That is the first time. There it is. Oh my god. Okay, so let me just move myself right there in this little tag right here that doesn't belong in the description, by the way. Now it all finally makes sense. It's a sci-fi short fiction, right? Find other channels that are doing this effectively and pay attention to how they're being clear about the way it's presented. Because right now, all you're doing is confusing viewers, okay? I don't even know where to start with this besides finding channels that are doing it effectively. Hopefully that helps you. Keep coming back. Keep showing me what you're doing. We have storytellers. We have even fiction writers in our Discord. One is very, very... Actually, there's two that are very, very good. That don't do fiction, that don't do storytelling content. They actually write books. So, join the Discord. Look up channels that do this, and hopefully you'll find something. I'm so sorry there's not much. It's too confusing for me to even start. Taco Gamer, I gotta skip you, dude. There's too many. Too many. This one, I feel like I recognize this face and this video and this setup, and it's stolen, I bet you. How about that? Ooh, wow, this is the epiphany of fucking slop. Do not come back to this stream, okay? Lily RBLX, if you're in the chat, guys, block them, get rid of them. This is the worst. Holy shit. Yeah, do not come back to this stream. All right, moving on. Sambia. Oh my god, this is Cyberpunk? Dude, that is crazy. This is so... Wait a second. That's not a Cyberpunk view. I've never seen that before. Ultra realistic mod. What the fuck? Oh, done a while ago. You banned him. Good. Get him the fuck out of here. This is this is outrageous. This might be the... This is gaming in 2026. Put that caption over this because people don't know it's a game. Like, it is that realistic. So I would definitely stick that caption on there just to get it started, because the thing about shorts is people don't go to the title to get clarity. All I saw was somebody that didn't know how to use shorts, number one, because it's not in a vertical format, and then it's a car, and then I would swipe away. I didn't know it was a game, and now that I know, I'm like, my mind is blown. But you didn't give me the clarity that it was a game, not visually at least. So hopefully that helps you. Okay, I think that's it. That's the end. Right? 8:44, 6:44. Let's see. I think I got through all of them, y'all. Yep, that was it. All right, y'all. That's it for today. I had a good time. Had a great time. And I guess I will see you on Monday. Yep. Until then, go make content.